less than 2 miles south of the United States Capitol. Welcome to Nationals Park. The show brings you a matchup of division rivals. It's the New York Mets and the Washington Nationals. Festivities are wrapping up. This place is rocking. The home opener is coming up next. Ready to go? Corey Seager up now for the Mets. And we're underway here in the home opener. Fouls one off out of play, back to our left. Swing and a ball lifted in the air. One away. Now it's Marcus Semien. Now Marcus,
outside, that's a ball.
Career-high 45 homers in 2021 with the Blue Jays. He parlayed that into a 7-year free agent deal with the Rangers.
He's just missing with some pitches that, I mean, they're not strikes, and that's what you think, oh, good pitch is a strike. But so many times pitchers are trying to tease the zone, and the last 2 pitches that he's thrown, good pitches, but even better takes.
Two now. Semien waits. In the air, right field. 2 away now. Here's Juan Soto. Oh, look at the stop to first, and they get the out. Ready to go for the last half of the inning. And taking the ball for the Mets, Kodai Senga. What do we have on him?
Tonight,
Dalen Lyle digging in for the Nationals.
4, Dalen Lyle.
Inside, ball 1.
Next
Ball
pitch is
outside.
outside. Just
Ball, that's off
missed.
the plate.
There's a strike, 3-1.
Cold night like tonight, last thing you want to do as a hitter is get jammed or even off the end. Trying to find that sweet spot on the bat. Tell you what, you're going to be trying to catch things out front, so off-speed pitches may be a good complement to that fastball.
That one misses, so a leadoff walk. And next is the designated hitter, James Wood.
Ball in.
On a line out towards center. And there's one away.
Not fooled at all right there. He was clearly all over it, but sometimes you hit it too hard and right at someone. You're looking for one of those bloop hits to get a knock sometimes.
Luis Garcia, batting with 1 down, takes a strike.
No, he's really working him away this at bat. Sometimes take a little bit off velocity. Try to get a rollover, something on the ground. Stay away from that.
Takes it to the bag himself and doubles him off. Back in Washington, D.C. Second inning set to go. Stephen Kwan up now for the Mets.
That's a ball. Nope, that's off the plate. Ball 2.
A 6'4" righty, 225 pounds, a former first-round pick in 2020. Check swing. He won. That is strike 2. Swing and a ball lifted left field. 1 up, 1 down. And now it's Mark Vientos. Foul ball. Second inning here, no score. And that's a base hit. Takes the turn. He's digging for second. to second, pulls him off the bag.
All over that one right there. Showed a willingness to drive that pitch the opposite way. Didn't get jumpy, didn't try to pull the ball. Let it get deep, took the barrel right to it, and then extended through the swing for the line drive base hit.
Inside ball.
Fought off foul. And it's second. That's
ball
off the inside corner. And the count is 3-1. This one in the air center field. And there's 2 away. Rhys Hoskins to the plate. Yeah, that's fouled off. Man on second, 2 down. Nunez whips it to first, and that's the 3rd out. Bottom half of inning number 2. Now it's the Nationals cleanup hitter, C.J. Abrams.
C.J. Abrams.
Comebacker to the mound. Tosses to first. 1 pitch and 1 out. So digging in, Jose Tena.
Off the plate, ball 1. Ball, that's outside.
And that's
ball,
off the
that's
outside edge. And now 3-0. In the air, left field. And
ball.
That is foul. The 3-1. And a swing and a miss. On a line, base hit. So they get a man aboard with a 1-out single. Next to hit for the Nats, Jacob Young. That one lifted to left. Lucas takes it in for the out. 2 away. And now it's Keibert Ruiz. Fouled off left side. Check swing, and he went. That's strike 2. Tena off of first with 2 away.
Ball, that's down.
Got him looking. Went back to the. Well, here we go. Top of the 3rd, scoreless game. And that's off
that's
the
inside.
inside edge. And that is ball 1.
Hey!
This is a hitter who takes his game to another level playing at night.
And there's a strike.
2.
That one almost got him.
No.
Really good
inside.
take, especially with 2 strikes.
It's a leadoff walk.
Take your
and that's the go-ahead run. Francisco Alvarez up now for the Mets.
Hey!
Out towards right center field. And there's 1 away. Back to the top of the Mets order. Here's Siegs to the plate now.
Nope.
Last 2 pitches have been down in the zone. Pitcher clearly trying to get that ground ball double play. But in this count, you're going to have to give in, elevate his pitches, and get back into this at bat.
That's in for a strike. Man at first, 1 away. This one drilled right center field. That one heading for the fence and gone. A 2-run blast. And the Mets jump in front. It's 2-0. Here is Marcus Semien.
That's a ball.
In the air out towards right center. And there's 2 down. Juan Soto now rolled out to second in his first at bat.
Ball, that's in.
Base is empty, 2 away, but 2 runs are in. We're here in the top half of inning number 3. Breaking
That's a
ball
ball.
misses down and away.
After giving up that home run earlier, it just doesn't seem like he wants to challenge him.
And that's
Ball,
outside.
that's out.
And it's 3-0. Hit on the ground to the right side. He takes it himself to the bag, and that'll do it. Back here in Nationals Park, set for the bottom of the third, Nasim Nunez digging into the Nationals. Now fly ball to right center. Soto really on his horse for it. Pulls it down and he makes the catch. 1 pitch and 1 out. Now it's the right fielder, Dylan Cruz.
Ball 1. Ball.
Swings through that one out in front that time.
That ball foul.
Here's a 2-2. That one
Inside,
missing
ball
inside.
3.
And it's fouled off. They'll do it again. And he saw 8 pitches before earning the walk. Really professional AB. So the Nats lineup turns over. Dalen Lyle will hit next.
That's out.
This is one of those situations the infielders have to pre-plan and understand.
Runner on the go. And that one fouled off. Here's a 1-1. And there's a foul ball. The 1-2. Hoskins to second. Not in time at first. It's a fielder's choice. James Wood now at the plate. He's 0 for 1. And the first
Ball,
pitch
out.
misses for ball 1.
Nope. Outside.
Lyle, the runner at first with 2 gone. Slapped hard the other way, but foul. That one fouled off. That misses the zone, and the count's full.
Great RBI spot here. Just got to stay focused on the pitch. The runner will be in motion, so something in the gap should definitely score.
And that's a fair ball. Coming home. And now they trail by 1.
Smash that will do the infield for the knock. When it's hit that hard, it makes it very tough on the infielders to make any sort of play.
Garcia
Ball,
in the
that's
box,
inside.
lays off for ball 1. Runner at second, 2 down. Here in the last half of the third.
What do you
Chases
got?
Swing, now an appeal to third. And he won around. Just enough that time.
Ball, that's out.
Next pitch is outside.
Good pitchers make pitches in big situations, and right here with a middle of the order hitter up, runner in scoring position, he's got to find a way to throw a quality strike.
Up
And
next
ball
for
4,
the
2 aboard.
Nationals,
Here's
shortstop,
C.J. Abrams to hit.
C.J.
Rounded out his
Abrams.
first time.
2
Ball,
walks
that
in the
pitch is
inning
out.
already, and he just doesn't seem comfortable out there. Like he can find the right mechanics and then repeat them.
Swung on, belted. That one carrying. Out of here. A 3-run homer. So 2 down. Jose Tena getting ready to hit. And a base hit into right. Here's the center fielder, Jacob Young. Flying to left his first time.
Ball.
Well, a really rough inning out there. And this is one of those where you learn a lot about a guy's toughness and his ability to turn the page and keep pressing forward.
This one in the air right field. And that'll fall for a base hit. And now they'll have runners on the corners with 2 away.
Stringing them together, that's 3 hits in a row. I don't know how he's able to shoot that pitch the other way and still put something on it. That pitch was inside, and he let it get really deep. So pretty incredible hands to fight it off and still get good wood off.
Runner takes off. Hoskins puts the tag on him, leaving the box, and that's the 3rd out. Back in Washington, D.C. On to the 4th, Stephen Kwan up now for the Mets.
This is a very important inning here. After scoring all those runs, you want your pitcher to come out and just mow them down. The offense has worked hard. It's shut down inning time.
Popped in the air, left field, and there's 1 down. So up next for New York, Mark Vientos doubled his first time up. Bounce to the left side. Tena in plenty of time to first. 2 quick outs here in the top of the 4th. 2 down, base is empty. Here's the left fielder, Nathan Lucas.
Ball 1. That's outside.
Slice the other way. That's a base hit. And that'll bring the tying run to the plate.
Well, they call that an advantage count for a reason. You're so much more likely to get something you can handle. Pretty much a model swing on that one as he ripped it into the opposite field gap. And I'm sure he's going to be watching that one back on video because that's the kind of swing you want to bottle. So many positives that let.
This one swung on and hit well. Way back there. Out of here. So he goes yard to left. And stepping in for New York, Brett Baty. What a stop. Throw to first, and that's a nice play to end the inning. Back here in Nationals Park. Bottom 4.
On the mound, he's looking to keep momentum on their side with a quick inning. Keep those runs they just scored in the bank instead of handing them right back. Well, these Nats showing great discipline at the plate, and patience definitely seems to be the name of their game in this one. They've worked 3 walks already, so that proves they're not anxious up there.
Oh, now this one is blasted to right. Forget it. Way back there and gone. A solo shot. Dylan Cruz digging in for the Nationals. And a foul ball. Here comes the 0-1. Crush. Left center field. This one's deep. Forget it. They do it again. Back homers. Left-hander on now. Sean Manaea.
Just trying to keep this one close here, and this is where a bullpen can give their players a chance to fight back into the game.
Lyle into box again. Takes the strike. And it's fouled away. Nobody on, nobody out. A pair of runs across in the inning. We're here at the bottom of the 4th. Takes it in for the out. So up next James
for
Wood.
the Nationals, designated hitter, James Wood.
Hard hit, could be extra bases. Around first and hustling for second. There comes the throw. Safe at second.
He was all over that one. Anytime you rip a line drive the other way, you feel really good about what you did at the plate. You trusted your hands, you let the ball travel, and you took the barrel straight to it. That's great work right there.
Just that's off the outside edge. Pitch
ball
misses,
3.
and that's ball 3. Line drive to short and caught. Throw behind the runner, and they've got him doubled off. Back here in Nationals Park, we go to the top of the 5th. Francisco Alvarez up now for the Mets.
Nope.
Alvarez, 24 years old, and he was born in Venezuela. On the ground to third. And the leadoff man set down in their half of the 5th. So the batting order turns over. Corey Seager up now for the Mets. And he swings and lifts one to deep center field. Going back on this one. Feeling for the wall as he makes the catch. Now the number 2 hitter, Marcus Semien.
That's just out.
You want to be patient here. Try to work a walk if you can. You've got a big power bat behind you in the on-deck.
This ball is hammered deep center field. Way back there. On its way. Out of here. He'll take a jog around the bases. So 2 down, and now it's Juan Soto. He's grounded out a couple of times.
Now pitching for the Nationals,
taking over on the mound.
50,
he's into the game with the bases empty.
Pullen.
Hammered down the right side, but foul. The 0-1. Way out front for strike 2. This one high in the air to left center. Lyle under this one. And that is that. We head to the bottom of the 5th. Now it's the Nationals cleanup hitter, C.J. Abrams.
C.J. Abrams.
You know, these Nationals, digging into their numbers, have to be happy with the swings they're taking. They have 5 extra base hits on the stat sheet so far, and that tells me they're seeing the ball out of the pitcher's hand really well.
Jose Tena digging in for the Nationals. He's 2 for 2. Swing and a miss as he was late. Base knock center field. So a man aboard now with 1 away.
Couldn't have timed it up any better than that. You'll often hear the is short to it, long through it, and that's a great example of it right there. Got the barrel in the hitting zone early, squared it up with the well-timed swing, and came away with a beautiful line drive into center field.
Gets him to chase after that one.
Ball.
Lined, and that's a base hit. Lead runner around second. Quick throw back in. Lead runner holds at second with 1 gone.
Still able to come through behind in the count right there. Nice line drive to the pull side right there, but he didn't spin off of it. That's the key. You still have to extend through the baseball in order to hit a line drive like that.
And a 1-0. Squirts away a little bit. No advance. Good job behind the dish. 2 on, 1 out. Ground ball left side. Base hit. Here comes the runner. The throw home. Stuck in a rundown trying for home now. Tag, and he's out at the plate. And he'll make it to second base with 2 gone.
Up next for the Nationals, second baseman
Nasim Nunez.
Nasim
The next to hit.
Nunez.
Yeah, don't need damage here, just a base hit. Josh Hader on the pitch here.
And this is a really tough spot to come into as he tries to keep this one close. You almost have to forget about the runners in scoring position. They're not going anywhere.
That is the inning. Steven Kwan up now for the Mets. Swing and a line drive. That's a base hit into center field. So a man on base to start the inning.
I'm sure he feels really good about that one. That pretty much split the zone down the middle, and those are the ones where you got to make them pay.
Now here is Mark Vientos. 0-1. Line drive, base hit. Throw back in quickly. First and second now with nobody out. Here's the left fielder, Nathan Lucas. 1 for 2. Swing and a miss. Strike 1. Late swing, foul to the left.
So now it's all about protect mode. Try to shorten up, try to track the ball, block it if you have to, as far as just a late swing that maybe you're not sure about, but some way, somehow climb back into this at bat through the count.
Spoils the 2-strike pitch, and he'll see another. The 1-2. And there's
That's
the ball.
ball 2.
The possible tying and go-ahead runs on base. Nobody out. Out towards right center field. Cruz. Long run on his horse. Got it. Nice grab. Runner tags at second. And here is Hoskins. He's already homered here in this one.
At the dish, looking.
Now pitching for the Nationals, number 37, Alex Jacobs.
Inside
ball 1.
And that's ball 1.
In this situation, the batter's got to know what the pitcher's trying to do to him, and that's trying to get him to hit the ball on the ground, get 2 for 1. You got to look for something up in the zone. At worst case scenario, you deliver the sacrifice fly.
2 on, 1 out. Swings and misses. Gonna count 1 and 2.
Definitely got the hitter conscious of the pitch inside. Really think the outer half is open.
That's ball 2.
That's a really good take.
Swing and a miss. He struck him out. Huge strikeout there. Brett Beatty digs in now.
Ball inside.
Big spot. 2 out. Both the tying and go-ahead runs are aboard.
Could be some action here on this next pitch. Couple runners on. Probably a challenge pitch coming.
That one is cut on and missed. Looked like a changeup.
Really good changeup.
Fouled off. He was late. Next offering upstairs.
3-2, 2 out, runner on first. A lot of movement in the infield. Hitter's got to stay focused on the pitch.
Back to the mound. He's got it. Over to first, and that's the inning. Back in Washington, D.C. Now we go bottom 6.
Right fielder,
taking over on the mound for the Mets, Oscar Brazoban.
Now pitching
They
for
know
the
that
Mets,
he can get
in.
a right-hander out, but he's in
Brazoban.
position to face a couple of lefties this inning.
He swings and fouls one off. Comes up empty. That's strike 2. Here's a 1-2. And there's a rocket into the outfield. So now back to the top of the order.
Everything came together for him. I could watch base hits like that one all day long, and so could every hitting coach in the league. Just a nice line drive into center field.
Fly ball down the line. Nobody can get there, and it's a foul ball. 0-1. Runner on the go. In the dirt. Blocked by the catcher, and he steals second base without a throw.
Heads up base running right there.
Check swing went around. And the count 1-2. Kwan in position. He makes the grab. Runner tags at second. Applies the tag.
Head on the tag.
And they get 2. Double play.
Up next
Stepping
for
in the
the
long ball
Nationals,
threat.
leading
Wood.
hitter, James Wood.
Swing and a ground ball up the middle. Save.
He's in there.
Fantastic effort, but that extends the inning. Runner at first with 2 away.
Now
Luis
pitching for
Garcia.
the Mets,
Mets with a new
58,
arm on the mound. Wandy Peralta.
And they felt it was time to bring on a left-handed reliever from the pen with the lefty hitter coming up. I think it's a good move. I know I never liked when opposing teams did that to me.
Looks like it'll be a pinch hitter.
Number
Curtis Mead.
45.
Runner on first and 2 gone for.
Mead.
Check
Ball.
swing. He held up. Ball 1. And they'll do it again. Here's the 2-2. Sets him down on strikes. That was pretty nasty. Back here in Nationals
Leading
Park.
off for
Here's
the
the
Mets,
catcher for the Mets, Francisco
Alvarez.
Alvarez. High fly ball, right field. Cruz under it. Takes it in for the out. Now it's Corey Seager. He's already homered in this game. Just
Off the plate,
missed.
ball 1. Nope, that's inside.
The Nationals trying to hold a 1-run lead here in the top half of inning number 7. Swing and a line drive, and that one's a base hit out into left center field. And the tying run is on base. Marcus Semien now at the plate.
Coming off an absolute bomb in his last at bat.
And
Ball
that
1.
is downstairs. Ball 1.
Ball that's outside.
That one ripped but foul. The next
Ball
offer
3.
misses. And now it's 3-2.
On this count, runner not known for his speed, but I think you got to put him in motion. Try to avoid a double play here, Boog.
Payoff pitch. Fights it off. You'll see another. Good battle here. About to be the 8th pitch of the at-bat. Right back to the mound. Could be an easy 2. Goes to second for 1.
Out.
What a double play that was. Bottom of the 7th.
Leading
Now it's the
off
Nationals
for
cleanup hitter,
Washington.
C.J. Abrams.
Shortstop, C.J. Abrams.
Swing and a miss as he was out front. On a line, and that's got extra bases written all over it. Into second easily with a leadoff double.
Pitch was away,
Up
and he did
next
exactly
for
what
the
you're supposed to do with it.
Nationals,
Drive
third
it the other way.
baseman,
Just go with the
Jose
pitch.
Tena.
Runner in scoring position, no outs. Jose Tena digging in
That's
for
a
the
ball.
Nationals. Runner in scoring position, nobody out. Here the bottom of the 7th.
Inside, ball 2.
Line, and that's a base hit. He dives, but he can't make the catch. In comes the run from second. It's an RBI single, and they lead by 2. Next to hit for the Nats, Jacob Young. Maybe expecting a bunt here. Third baseman playing in on the edge of the grass. Runner on the go.
Hey. He's in there. He's safe.
Save. Tenna leads off second with nobody out.
That's a really good take
inside.
right there. Slider down and in. Very difficult to get on the same plane and do anything with. When the skipper calls down to the bullpen, he's expecting the guy to come in and get outs. So far, not getting what he was hoping for.
The 2-2. Got him. Ricky Holiday with the call. Fires over to Hoskins, and one away in the bottom of the 7th. So now with one away and a man at second, Keibert Ruiz digging in for the Nationals.
No, inside.
Just missed. And that's in there at the knees for a strike. Check
Ball.
swing. He held up. Ball 2.
Almost got him to commit, but he held back.
Misses
Inside,
off the plate.
ball 3.
They're now 3-1. Fair ball. Tenna around third. He'll score. It's an RBI single, and they take a 3-run lead.
That's back-to-back singles for him. Just a solid swing. There, got it out front.
Now a right-handed arm out of the bullpen. Luke Weaver.
Pretty tight game, so they're looking for quality pitches out of him right here. Got to do his best to keep the score right where it is.
Nunez in the box here and fouls it off for strike 1. 0-1 down.
Nope, that's a ball.
Could use a ground ball here. Something in the infield. Runner at first base. Get 2. Get out of this.
Check swing, and he went. Now 1-2. Ripped to right. And there are 2 outs. Digging in,
Up
Dylan
next
Cruz.
for the Nationals,
Good swing out of him last time.
fielder,
Ripped a liner in the center.
Cruz.
Foul ball there. 0-1 now.
Ball, that's in.
Swings through that one. It's a strikeout. Back in Washington, D.C.
for the Mets,
We go to the
fielder,
8th.
Juan
Soto
Soto.
up now for the Mets.
Well, it's critical right here.
Now pitching for
On the
the
pitch
Nationals.
now for the Nationals,
Number
Richard Lovelady.
55, Richard Lovelady.
Well, these Mets
Inside, ball
showing
1.
great discipline at the plate, and patience definitely seems to be the name of their game in this one. The numbers say they've only chased at pitches outside the zone a little more than 10% of the time, which is excellent.
So a runner aboard to start the inning. And now the center fielder, Stephen Kwan. That one fouled off. And the lefty with the 0-1. Late with the swing there. Lovely. 30 years old now, and he was a 10th round pick back in 2016. Swings, and this one's flared. Fair ball. Safe at second, and he gets back in.
Hey, whatever
Up
works,
next
right?
for
Doesn't
the
have to be
Mets, the
impressive.
designated
Now
hitter,
let's see if they
Mark
can string something
Vientos.
together. Make it a little more interesting.
Vientos in the box as he fouls off the first pitch. The 0-1. Swing and a foul out of play. Tying run at the plate. Lifted in the air, right field. Cruz settles underneath it. And there's one down. Now it's going to be Nathan Lucas. 1 for 3. That's
Oh,
off
that's
the
off the
inside
plate.
corner. And that is ball 1. Misses
Ball,
the
that's
zone
out.
for a ball. That was the sweeper.
Well, all eyes on the double play ball in this spot. No better way to get out of this inning.
Nope.
And another
Outside.
ball. And that'll
That
load
pitch
the
is
bases.
in. Ball 4.
Good patience to take that walk and keep the line moving, and it sets up a critical at bat.
Hoskins swings through it for strike 1.
I'd say that stayed in the tunnel for a long time. No chance of even fouling
That's
it
out.
off.
Outside, and it's 1-1. Swings through that one for strike 2.
Just not able to catch up to that velocity.
Swing and a miss. Struck him out. Slider got him for strike 3. All loaded up. Brett Beatty up now for the Mets. There's a strike.
Tough situation right here. So important as a pitcher to get ahead in the count as he did right there.
That's
Ball.
off the
That's
mark.
inside.
And the count is 1-1. So they're all loaded up. That misses.
Nope, that's off the plate.
And it's
Ball
2-1.
2.
Ground ball up the middle. Base hit. 1 run in already. Another comes in to score.
Well, patience and discipline paid off right there as he got into an advantage count. I know that was a ground ball, but it was absolutely hammered through the infield. That's not one you're excited to get in front of.
Now this ball is well hit. This one's got a chance. Has room, and he makes the catch. Back here in Nationals
Leading
Park.
off for
On to the bottom of the
Washington,
8th.
left
Galen
fielder,
Lyle digging in for the
Galen
Nationals.
Lyle.
Nope. Outside. Ball. That's out.
And base hit. Man aboard on the leadoff single.
Up next for the Nationals.
Next for the
Des-
Nationals is the DH.
James
New
Wood.
pitcher now,
Now
Tobias
pitching for the
Myers.
Mets, number 32, Tobias Myers.
That's a ball.
A swing and a miss, and that's strike 1. Check swing, and he went.
2.
It's a ball and 2 strikes. In the dirt. And an excellent job keeping it right there. Lyle gets his lead at first. Nobody out. Now a quick throw to first. Back to first, and he's saved.
Base runner with a one-way lead right there. All he's trying to do is get a look at the pitcher's move. Had no intent of stealing on that pitch.
Double play ball to second. Over to Seager. Their
He's
fourth
out.
double play of the night. Yikes.
Up
Now the
next
first
for
baseman,
the
Curtis
Nationals,
Mead.
First baseman, Curtis Mead.
That is the inning. We go to the
Leading
ninth.
off for
Here's
the
the Mets
Mets,
leadoff
shortstop,
man,
Corey
Seager.
Seager.
Swings and misses. 0-1.
Now this is just par for the course these days. Huge fastballs coming out of the bullpen.
In the air, center field. Young under it. And a quick out, number 1. That's a big first out right there, and that changes things.
Yeah, you can kind of see how just the hope and optimism is shrunk a little bit, but they got a couple more outs to work with. They got to find a way to get a runner on and get one around the bases.
Looking to get the tying run on base. And fouled off. The 0-2. Keeps the at-bat going with a foul ball. Gets a piece there. We'll do it again. The Nats trying to close out a one-run lead here at the top of the ninth. And now he steps off. Big pitch coming. Got him swinging for the strikeout. Only one out remaining for the Mets.
Right fielder.
Here's Juan Soto. The outfield shifted pretty heavily towards right field. Breaking ball inside. And it's 1-0.
Outside, that's a ball.
Inside,
that's inside.
just missed.
Big pitch coming right here. Last thing he wants to do is put the tying run on base, but he can't groove one either.
And ball 4 there. Tying run is on base. Now here is Stephen Kwan. Swing and a miss. 0-1.
Well, in this situation. The hitter knows that he's got to find a pitch that he can drive in order to drive in that tying run all the way from first base. So if he can't do that, keep the line moving. Walk or just a base hit. But you've got to stay within yourself.
Robert on the go. And there's a base hit to left. And the go-ahead run is on base. And they hold the tying run at third. They're up the stop sign even with 2 away.
Got a fastball, middle of the plate, jumped all over it. Absolutely smoked that ball.
Now it's the DH, Mark Vientos. Down to their final out, but an opportunity to
now pitching for
new
the
arm out of the
Nationals.
bullpen, Angel
Number
De Los Santos.
65.
And I can't imagine any save is an easy one. You're holding a small lead.
Up the middle, base hit into center field. Robert comes in to score. Here's the throw, and he's in there. And this one is tied. A run scores on the play.
For the Mets, left fielder Nathan Lucas
will hit next. And that's a base hit. Runner from third in to score. It's an RBI single, and in the ninth, they take the lead. First and second,
at
2
second
outs.
base, number
And it's
28,
Rhys Hoskins up
Tyrone
to the
Taylor.
dish. Now a move being made at second base. On a pinch run for the Mets, Tyrone Taylor getting some more speed on the bases. Ripped on a line to center. And that is that. We head to the bottom of the ninth. Now it's the Nationals cleanup hitter, C.J. Abrams.
C.J. Abrams.
This one chopped on the ground, but foul. 1-run game, bottom 9. That one is absolutely belted. That's got a chance. And that one hops the wall. Into second base. The tying run is on with a leadoff double.
Well, that'll make you feel good as a hitter right there. And you connect and he jumps off.
Mason Miller comes out trying to close it out.
Pretty big spot he's coming into, trying to strand that runner at second base. So
inside, ball
he's going to need to make some quality pitches. He does have first open if he needs to use it.
Swing and a miss. And the count 1-1. Up the middle, Simeon. But the tying run moves up to third, so they'll be happy with that. Here's the center fielder, Jacob Young. That one misses, and that's ball 1.
Well, comfortable or not, these are the situations closers they seem to live for. When you get into some hot water, a jam, tough spot, whatever you want to call it, but this is where they earn their keep.
In the dirt, no advance from the runner, but it's 3-0 now. Looks like an intentional walk after falling behind 3-0. Didn't want to risk nibbling. Here in the bottom of the ninth,
next for the Nationals,
Ruiz digging into the Nationals.
Ruiz.
RBI knock for him last time. Now a chance to
Ball,
drive
that's
in
out.
another run.
That one outside, and that's ball one. In the air, left field. Brings it in. Runner tags for home. And he's safe.
He beat it.
Great effort, but it's a tie ball game.
Up next
Up
for
now
the
for
Nationals,
Washington, Nasim
second
Nunez.
baseman, Nasim
Here goes the runner.
Nunez.
And that one fouled off. Quick toss to first. Back to first, and he's safe.
If you're a base runner, you've got to stay dialed in here. Look for anything in the dirt. Try your best to get into scoring position.
Ball.
2 outs, but the winning run is at first. And the count 1-2.
He's mixing his pitches really well. Late on that fastball after seeing the changeup. Let's see if he can elevate one. I think if he does, he'll get the swing and miss.
That ball got
Breaking
him.
ball, and that
Perfect.
got him.
Up next for the Nationals, right fielder.
Now it's the right fielder, Dylan Cruz.
Now pitching for the Mets.
So they turn to Craig
Number
Kimbrell.
46, Craig Kimbrell.
Right through there for a strike. The Nationals with the winning run standing at second. We're in the last half of the ninth inning. Down to the dirt, swing and a miss. In time. Nicely done to get out of the jam. Back in Washington,
Leading off
D.C.
for the Mets,
On to
third
extra
baseman,
innings.
Brett Baty.
Brett Baty up now for the Mets. That one catches the zone, and it's 0-1.
Well, in an 0-0 count, not every strike is a good strike for a hitter. I like the plate discipline there.
And that one clips the corner.
Well, if he's going to do something special right here, it's going to have to happen with 2 strikes.
Foul ball, it stays 0-2. Inside, almost got him. Meade. He takes it on his own. That was a productive play as the go-ahead run moves up to third.
Up next for the
Go-ahead
Mets.
run up. Base,
Francisco
Alvarez up now for the Mets. And a good fastball to start him off. That's strike 1.
Definitely a strikeout situation right here. Lots of ways for that go-ahead run
Ball.
to score if the ball's put in play.
The Mets with the go-ahead run at third here in extra innings. Check swing, went around, and it's 1-2. Fastball
Ball,
is
that's out.
outside. High fly ball lifted in the air right field. And there's 2 down. Corey Seager to the plate in this high leverage spot. And now Marcus
Next for the
Semien
Mets,
steps up in a
second
big
baseman,
spot.
Marcus Semien.
In for a strike, good slider. Runners on first and third, 2 away. Here are the top half of the 10th. Now there's a bullet down the line. And it stays fair. In to score from third. And they lead it in the 10th. Now the throw comes in. Runner holds it third.
Really nice job with two-strike hitting that at bat. High fastball, even a little above the zone, but such a good job of staying tall on the backside, get that barrel there.
Now pitching for the
They hand the ball over to a new arm, Brad Lord.
Brad Lord.
And now it's Luis Robert. A bit behind with that swing. It's strike one. A big swing and a miss. That one's upstairs, ball one. Traffic on the bases with one already in here in extra innings. In the air, right field, Cruz gets under it, and that is that. Back here in Nationals Park. On to the bottom of the 10th.
Left fielder
Dalen Lyle digging in for the Nationals. Way back there, it's got a chance. And it's off the out-of-town scoreboard. The run scores from second. How about it? 10-10.
Waste no time there. Anytime you smoke a ball off the wall, you kind of think about what it could have been, but obviously you have to be happy with that result.
Brady House stands in here, takes ball one low.
Foul! That ball's foul!
The Nats with the winning run standing at second. And we're in the last half of the 10th. Throws to first in time. One out, the bottom of the 10th. Curtis Mead,
for the
next to hit.
Nationals, first baseman Curtis Mead.
Check swing, and he went. And that's strike one. Ball one there. And that one is downstairs. 2-1. Brings it in. Runner tags at second. Here's C.J. Abrams now.
For the Nationals,
and this is a big opportunity for him to pick up his teammate right here.
Abrams.
This with a changeup. Ball one. Winning run at third. 2 down. Check swing. Went around. And the count 1-1. Nice grab. What a play to end the inning. We're in extras here, and now the center fielder, number 38.
As a pitcher, you know the runner on second is ready to push things with his speed. A base hit's probably going to be a big run, so you really have to execute on the mound.
There's the strike.
Yep, that ball went out.
Been able to slow down the game tonight with his at-bats, and the biggest one he's had so far, he doesn't look anxious at all.
Line drive, that's a base hit. Around third. Kwan with a knock, and the leadoff man is aboard. He'll score easily. It's an RBI single, and they've got the lead in extra innings. Puts a bunt down. There's one. Throw to first.
He's safe.
Beat it.
Hey, partner, how's your scorecard looking right now?
Little dicey, kind of hieroglyphic style at the moment. You know what it's like, Singy? Remember, runner on the move, pitches low.
Yeah, pretty ridiculous.
Throw, save. That's a stolen base. On the ground to the left. Tosses across the first. Great pick. They get out number 2 on a tough play.
Up next,
and the batter
for
now
the Mets,
is
first
Rhys
baseman,
Hoskins.
Rhys Hoskins.
Ball in.
2 outs and a runner at third. We are in the 11th. And a base hit knocks in a run.
Absolutely smoked that baseball. What a swing. Sent it out way faster than it came in, of course. 113 off the bat, and no matter where you hit it at that speed, it's tough to make a play on.
Beatty stands in now, looks at that one inside. On the ground, right side. A dive, he's got it. Throws from his knees in the dirt, and he can't hang on to it. Almost a fantastic
Up
play.
next, for the Mets,
First and
catcher,
second,
Francisco
2 outs.
Alvarez.
Francisco Alvarez.
Now pitching for the
So out of the pen
Nationals,
comes the right-hander,
number
Cole Henry.
99, Cole Henry.
Ball. That pitch is out. Ball 2.
Late swing fouled off. The Mets trying to break this one open. And we're here in the top half of the 11th. Next
Ball,
pitch
that's
is outside. Smash to center, way back, and you can forget it. Home run. He'll take a trot around the bases. Seager stands in now. That's ripped to right down the line. And that'll do it. All set for the bottom of the 11th. Here's the third baseman, number 8. And that one's a little bit low. Ball 1. Ah, that hit him.
Boom, that got him.
And the
Thank
leadoff
you,
man
man.
is aboard to start the inning.
Up next for the Nationals, center
First and
fielder,
second,
Jacob
no outs.
Young.
Jacob Young digging in for the Nationals.
Off the plate, ball
inside. Ball 1. Fastball for a strike.
Back-to-back fastballs in. That last one called for a strike. Probably go away, but look for him to come back in there to try to finish you off.
Did he go?
Young started after it, tried to hold up. Now a look to first, and that's going to be ruled a swing. And he couldn't hold back. He's rung up on strikes. Next to hit for the Nats, Keibert Ruiz.
Ball, that's just out.
The Nationals down 5, trying to battle back, and we're in the bottom of the 11th. In the dirt, blocked. Ground ball up the middle. That's a base hit. Headed for the plate. Here comes the throw. In there safely.
Showed some really nice patience in that at bat. Worked himself into a good count. Timing on the swing was good. Able to shoot the ball up the middle.
Ball,
Didn't
that's off
square
the
it up
plate.
as much as he probably would have liked, but that's a good approach, paying off.
2 on, 1 out. Ground ball right side. That's a base hit. Run scores.
Back-to-back singles. He kind of rolled over on this pitch a little bit, but he got enough behind it to shoot it through for a knock, and you'll take that anytime you can get him to find a hole.
Cruz can't hold up, and that's a strike. In there for a strike at the bottom of the zone.
Very well executed changeup right there. If he can command the fastball consistently, that's going to be an important pitch in terms of him turning this outing around.
The changeup missing. And a count now even up.
Way to lay off that pitch down.
This one's got a chance. Gone. Straight into the visitors' bullpen. Another homer. his second home run of the game, and we are tied. So it's all tied up thanks to the home run. David Peterson will take over here.
Bringing in the lefty with the left-handed hitter coming up to hit. Classic. Pen move right here, so we'll see how it works out.
And that's it for a strike. It's 0-1. Lucas on the move towards foul ground.
No, foul ball.
Can't get there. This one lands foul. Hoskins takes it to the bag, steps on first, and it's out number 2. Next for the Nationals is the DH, Brady House. Grounded out his first time up. And that one handled to first. That'll end the inning after a lot of scoring. Back in Washington, D.C. On to the 12th, Marcus Semien. Up now for the Mets.
Inside ball. Nope. Inside ball 2. That's ball 3.
Missed.
I know it's 3-0, but I'm letting him swing here if he likes the pitch. Why not?
Next offering in there for a strike. That's strike 1. That one misses.
That's ball 4.
So a leadoff walk. And now here's the big center fielder, Luis Robert. Flied to right his first time. In the dirt, but kept close. Nothing happening on the bases, though. And time is called for a mound visit now. Big moment in this game, so they'll. Walk it over. The Mets with the go-ahead run standing at second. You're deep into extra innings. Throw is high and over his head.
He's safe.
Calling for the intentional walk, and that loads up the bases. And the force play is now in order. Stephen Kwan stepping in now for a critical at bat.
In the infield at the corners, don't be surprised to see them come home first.
Now pitching for
on
the
the mound
Nationals.
now, Jake Irvin.
Number
really
27,
tough spot to come into
Jake
out of the bullpen.
Irvin.
Bases loaded with multiple outs to get in a tight ball game.
Ball.
A lot can happen right here.
Swing and a ball lifted left field. One away. All loaded up. Tyrone Taylor getting ready to hit. Golden opportunity right here. Inside corner for a strike. 0-1.
Really good job in this spot to get ahead in the count. He's going to have to continue, finish off this hitter.
And the slider just misses. Gap shot should score at least 2. One runs in. A second scores as well. Robert on his way around third. He's safe. And they clear the bases. And they lead by 3. 1 out. Runner at second. Nathan Lucas digs in now. Laser to the gap. Should score the run. Rounds third. Headed for the plate. And they're up by 4. Pulls into second. That's an RBI double.
That's 2 consecutive extra base hits for this team. First pitch fastball in a great spot to do some damage, and he squared it up nicely.
Hoskins swings through it for strike 1. That one hammered, but pulled foul. And it's second. And down on strikes. And there's 2 down. Down the third baseman, Brett Baty.
That's a ball.
Center field. Young settles under this one. And that is that. Back here in Nationals Park. Bottom of the 12th inning now. Curtis Mead digging in for the Nationals. Check swing. Did he go? Yes, he did. Strike 1.
Ball.
On the ground to short. Seager sends it to first. Play is made. 1 gone. Here's the shortstop at the plate, C.J. Abrams.
Shortstop, C.J. Abrams.
In the dirt. Hit weakly on the ground towards second. Sends it to first.
He's out.
There to beat him by an eyelash. So they're down to their final out. Here's the third baseman, Jose Tena. He puts it away, and that'll do it. The Mets finally put an end to this one in 12.
Nice work out of the bullpen for that first MLB win, Boog. They turned to him when they didn't have the lead. He kept things steady, and he's rewarded with the W.
High-scoring ball game in this one. For Chris Singleton and our entire crew here at MLB The Show, thanks for stopping by. I'm John Shambi. Talk to you soon.